Hey, what's up guys? JQ back with Teqreation, where I use technology for recreation. So I got with me here the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live. So I think I made a total of about like 4 videos in the past year highlighting why I think the Samsung Galaxy Buds, the original ones and the Plus, were pretty much the best all-around truly wireless earbuds for several reasons. Because I think they excelled in most of the categories that the average person is looking for. And the only thing that it was missing was some of the smart advanced features. Now, as we fast forward to the present, those smart features have been added. And specifically what I'm talking about is active noise canceling. But before I even get into that, let's start as usual, beginning with the case itself. So holding in the hand, you have like this glossy finish to it. It definitely at times does feel like it wants to slip out of your hand if you're not careful. Aside from the simple Samsung branding in the center, you've got your USB-C port on the back, along with a tiny battery LED indicator up front. And of course, for those who aren't familiar by now, you have Qi wireless charging built into the case as well. Now, I am a little disappointed in the new shape of the case. It kind of looks like they was going for more like an Apple look, but I personally don't think there was anything wrong with the original pill-shaped design because of how easy it slid into that small pocket in your jeans. It no longer slides in as easy. You kind of have to like force it in there. And I always take little things like that into account, especially when we're talking about user experience, especially for use on a daily basis. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, opening the lid, you're presented with these fancy looking earbuds. And although this is the black model, the earbuds themselves are actually more like a dark gray ceramic, kind of like a space gray, which I think looks really, really dope, by the way. But despite how nice they look, keep in mind, these will easily fall out your hand as well. I can almost guarantee that you will spill the beans. Now, opening the case for the first time, next to your Galaxy device, you get this cool animation. And I think Samsung has caught up to Apple as far as presentation goes, which I like. And the initial connection was pretty quick and straightforward. Now, I think we gotta give credit to Samsung for thinking outside the box and trying to differentiate themselves from the competition with this open type earbud design that we've pretty much never seen before. Now, if you're like me and you've only seen the back of these in all of the ads and commercials, then once you remove them from the case and turn them around, you'd be surprised to know just how different these are. As you notice, these don't utilize the standard silicone ear tips that we're all used to seeing with the other truly wireless earbuds, and that's both disappointing and impressive at the very same time. So because without the silicone tips, you aren't going to get that natural suction that provides passive noise isolation that pretty much every other pair of earbuds offer. And that's because Samsung wants you to experience these earbuds wants you to experience the music on these earbuds together with the naturally occurring ambient noise from the outside being piped through. Kind of like a concert experience, hence the Galaxy Buds Live. Now, taking a closer look, it's similar to the engineering of the AirPods Pro, where it uses an air vent speaker system to help alleviate any pressure in your ear that may be caused from the ear tips from the other truly wireless earbuds. Therefore, ambient noise will pretty much always be present no matter how you're listening to these. Now, on the outside, you have your bass duct that helps deliver deep bass. So where if you actually were to cover it with your finger while wearing it, you'll hear how the bass goes away. You can try it for yourself to hear exactly what I'm talking about. And then the lower inner portion that goes in your ear, there's a 12mm AKG speaker that sits just behind those 2 air vents, and that's how you get your sound. In between, you have your touch sensitive sensor, so it knows when it's in your ear. And just above that, you have your charging contacts. And flipping it back around, you have 2 tiny microphones outside of each earbud, plus a third inner microphone that's hidden behind the air vent, along with a voice pickup unit on the inside, which all work together to help focus on crystal clear voice. And lastly, you have your touch sensitive area, which is pretty much a small circumference of the upper microphone. Now, at first I wasn't sure if I was really wearing these properly, but the animation during the setup process really helped with that. It may feel wrong at first, but you'll know it's in correctly once you hear the chime. You get 2 wingtips out the box to help them, I guess, sit in your ear better, which are very easy to install, by the way. Just make sure you pay attention to the left and right indicators on each. I installed the larger ones just because, and I gotta say, these are officially the most comfortable truly wireless earbuds that I've ever worn. I mean, one hell of a design. They really just feel weightless in my ear. I can see myself doing anything with these. Well, not anything, because these are only rated for IPX2, which is the same as the Galaxy Buds Plus, so you don't exactly want to expose these to all of the elements, but these are certified for light sweat and a little bit of drizzle. So if you're a little concerned about that and you're more of a heavy sportsy kind of person, then I would look elsewhere, maybe like the Powerbeats Pro. Now, as far as the sound quality is concerned, this is the part earlier what I was talking about where I was both impressed and disappointed. I'm impressed by the amount of bass that these put out without the need for ear tips. Those AKG drivers certainly deliver. That bassy type music that I like hits nicely. You know, hip hop, R&B, jazz, etc. all sounds great. The volume is decent too. It's loud enough for me at least, great for everyday listening. However, if I'm being critical, the mids could use a little bit more clarity. I think the Galaxy Buds Plus performed better in that regard, which I'll give points to Samsung for honesty by advertising clear highs and low notes, which is both true. But honestly speaking, remember, I'm coming from the perspective of listening to the Sony, the Sennheiser, you know, the AirPods Pro, like some really good sounding truly wireless earbuds. So when I listen to these, that's what I'm comparing them in my head to. But I think for the average person, I think they would be just fine listening to these on an everyday basis. But personally, if I'm trying to really help you out, I think the Galaxy Buds Plus offer better overall sound in terms of the highs, the mids, and the lows, and for $40 cheaper. Currently at $130 versus $170 for the Galaxy Buds Live at the time of this video. So active noise canceling. I'm impressed by how well active noise canceling works for being an open type design and not needing ear tips, but at the same time, I am underwhelmed by the performance of active noise canceling. I guess I just set my hopes a little higher. Simply put, Sennheiser, the AirPods Pro, and Sony all have superior active noise canceling compared to the Galaxy Buds Live. I just want to put that out there. I think if these actually had ear tips, it would be just as effective as the other brands I just mentioned. You simply just can't reach true active noise canceling without any kind of passive seal. So in the real world, what active noise canceling sounds like, the best way I could describe it is with these. When active noise canceling is enabled, it's pretty much just like adding a light noise filter. Things like the rumbling of an air conditioner, the rumbling of a car. So any low-end noises like those noises would get silenced out, but everything else would still come through. You would still hear it very clearly together with your music. So that's why I said it's really like a light noise filter more than active noise canceling. Now, within the labs section of the app, it allows you to do the reverse by enhancing ambient noise to help you relieve any pressure that you may be feeling. And personally, I didn't really find it to be that effective compared to when it's turned off, which is why I see it's an experimental feature. But as far as the rest of the experience goes, latency between my earbuds and my device, it's just not an issue. I mean, truly wireless earbuds have advanced so much to where that really hasn't been an issue for me for a very long time. Also, being able to listen to one earbud at a time for mono listening, it's really nice as well. There's actually a lot of truly wireless earbuds that don't offer that ability. Now, as far as the touch controls are concerned, this was always my issue when it comes to touch controls of truly wireless earbuds. It's just a little bit too precise for my taste. It does take a lot of trial and error because since you can't see that little microphone area where the touch control is while it's on your ear, it makes it really difficult to try to, whenever you're listening to music, to try to just randomly touch because you're always gonna miss it. Like I would tap it, like if I do a double tap, it'll only pick up the first tap, or if I do a triple tap, it'll only pick up 2 taps. You know, that kind of nonsense. And it became so annoying to the point where I just was using my phone to skip my tracks simply because it was just faster. I find that the touch and hold commands work a lot better because it just requires one touch and you just leave it there as opposed to lifting and repeatedly tapping. But the best part is if you find it to be too much of an annoyance, you can disable the touch controls altogether right from within the app. So I can see this coming in handy in situations where you feel like you may be taking it out your ear often. In that case, then use that. So if you caught my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra video, I talked about how you can use the Galaxy Buds Live as a pin microphone when recording in Pro Video mode. It basically allows you to record audio from the earbuds themselves as opposed to the phone. Alright folks, so this is an example of omnidirectional audio using all of the microphones on the phone. There's quite a bit of wind here in the city, so this is just straight from the phone itself, and we're going to switch over to the earbuds right now. Folks, so what you're listening to now is audio being recorded directly through the earbuds themselves. So I haven't heard it for myself yet, but you guys let me know if you guys prefer this sound or the omnidirectional audio from the phone itself. Now, as far as call quality is concerned, these were actually outstanding. There was no cutouts, no crackling of any sort. And that's thanks to the voice pickup unit that's inside of these, which is pretty much a sensor that detects the vibrations from your jaw and it converts that into voice data in order to enhance sound quality, which sounds impressive as hell. I guess it's kind of like bone conduction, but all I can say is that phone calls were a breeze with these. Everyone heard me just fine, and I was just confident speaking in my overall normal tone without having to compensate and speak louder to anybody I was talking to. So now as far as battery life is concerned, these are rated for 29 hours of combined listening time. When the case is fully charged and the earbuds are fully charged, you can go 29 hours of listening, recharging for 29 hours, which that makes these the second longest lasting truly wireless earbuds that I've personally come across, with the Anker Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros being first at 32 hours of combined listening time. And I gotta say, they actually delivered. I maybe partially charged it about once a week. I mean, it's not something that I really closely monitored because it was such a non-issue. And of course, you get your wireless charging if necessary, along with the PowerShare wireless charging. That always comes in handy with that. I think most people, the average person, will be satisfied with the battery life on these, no matter what type of listener they are. So in conclusion, the Galaxy Buds Live are the coolest and most comfortable truly wireless earbuds that I've worn. But as far as daily use is concerned, my honest raw takeaway, I think the Galaxy Buds Plus is a much better purchase because I just think they offer much more value. They're more affordable. I think the overall sound quality sounds better with the Galaxy Buds Plus. And despite how comfortable the Lives are and just how cool they look, I don't think that the active noise canceling that these offer, it warrants the extra $40 price tag. But I am confident that the next iteration of these, Samsung will improve a lot of the shortcomings that I talked about. But as always, I want to know what you guys think. Have you guys picked these up already? If so, do you agree with anything I said in this video? Or if you're considering picking these up, did I help you make a decision? If so, let me know by dropping those comments down below in the comment section. And if this is your first time and you're new to the channel, please make sure you show some love to that like button, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the alerts. This way YouTube notifies you whenever I drop another awesome tech video. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.